Today's Gospel passage is John chapter 20, verse 11 to 18. Today is the date on which we believe the foundation stone of the Norman Cathedral was laid in the time of Bishop Urban. So it is our 900th birthday today. Sadly, we've had to cancel many of the events planned to celebrate the 900th because of the pandemic. And a year which was to be full of celebrations has taken a most unexpected turn. As we mourn the locked cathedral and the loss of corporate worship, sometimes people say it's the worst time of year for this to happen, meaning it's awful that we can't celebrate Easter together. That's very true, and yet you could say in another sense that it's the best time of year for this to happen. I can't help seeing some parallels between our situation and that first Easter day. The locked, dark cathedral perhaps evokes the tomb, sealed by the stone, dark and cold, a symbol of sorrow and loss, but very much not the end of the story. Today's passage tells how Mary came to lay the spices and found the tomb broken open and empty, and weeping harder than ever because this really was the last straw. She turned, and there was the Lord. Not in the tomb, but in the garden, with her after all. Not sealed up, dead and buried, but unaccountably alive. And she ran to tell the others, "I have seen the Lord." Our cathedral will open again, and there will be great rejoicing and celebration and thanksgiving. We will worship with overflowing hearts together. It will be a kind of resurrection. Meanwhile, where is the Lord? That risen life cannot be locked up. It is actually uncontrollable. Kill him on a cross, he defeats death. Seal him in a tomb, he bursts out. Lock all the churches? Why would that make any difference to the Spirit of God in the world? Where is the Lord, and where is the church now? Perhaps we can finally and decisively learn the lesson that the church is not a building, however splendid and however much loved. The church is you and me, and the Lord is with us everywhere. The 900th celebrations will be resumed in due course and with renewed thanksgiving. And this Eastertide, we thank and trust God for that risen life in and around us, everywhere.